So they have an issue dating a woman who makes a lot of money?
Yeah, and it might not like bug them at first, or like it peeks through, like in different ways.
I agree.
You can't match the lifestyle. Like if I'm gonna pay for my boyfriend's vacation and they can't pay me back for it, like, you know, it's like you can view it as a favor, or like you got to wrap it up like it's a Christmas gift, or, you know, whatever. But it hurts the ego because, you know, more traditional men, especially the ones who are going, you know, to Japan or China or wherever, they want to be the ones to feel like they're the caretakers. But I always like to say that there's a lot of ways that you can care for your significant other or a family. And it's not just money, but unfortunately, a lot of times it just
Eric,
feels that way.
pull up Roma's really quick. I'll just treat it.
Where's the hot shot like you going on vacations? You know,
I'll get to it in a bit, Eric.
They're targeting
We'll come back to that really quick.
Sure.
Roma's Man Cave highlights 69. Thank you. To blue-haired girl, if you're this old with no successful relationships, can you really call yourself high value, or do you think you're the red flag?
So I know that I'm the red flag. I know that. Like I would say, I know I'm definitely the red flag, but like, I let me change my answer from earlier. I would say that I do have very high standards, but I also like need to find someone that can handle me, because I'm not going to change for anybody. Like I love who I am, and the people that know me personally, like people on like social media and stuff don't know who I actually am, you know what I mean, in a sense, besides like my Twitch followers and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, I just think that oh my god, I always lose my train of thought.
Happens to the
I don't
best
even
of
know
us.
where I was going with that.
Do you want to say anything to Roma, to Chloe? She called you old.
So yeah. Well, that's fine too. Whatever, that doesn't really bother me that much. But I would say, honestly, very good question, because call me out. Like, please call me out, because I'm definitely a red flag. I'm a walking red flag for sure. But like, I embrace it, and I let people know about it before I like see people or date people. I'm like, I don't date people, but like I'm like, I don't date people, and I get bored very easily. I let people know right away.
The board is a red flag. The board is a red flag.
Sure. So to bring it back to what you said it was an ego issue for men that don't want to date women who make more, and it's mostly a male issue, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you want to elaborate more on that? I do have a response, but I wanted to let you finish.
No.
Okay. Well, I actually think if a woman's a high earner, it's typically an issue on the woman's side.
Okay.
In terms of not wanting to date a guy who makes less.
No, I disagree.
No? But you just said that you want a guy who makes...
Yeah.
Why did the majority of your relationships not work out?
Well, the first one, we can go through all of them.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the first one was in college, and it was really passionate. Okay.
Alvin Sam super chatted $70. It's not the ego. It's more like she's combative, argumentative, masculine, disagreeable, and difficult to deal with. She doesn't bring peace that he's looking for.
I don't know what he's talking
That's a
about.
lot of
talking
assumptions
about?
in one.
Yeah. What?
Because they make money.
We're all streamers here. We know these people get crazy. They can be a little crazy, you know. I know this is not your day-to-day PWC, but they're crazy people out here.
There are. That's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, but so you said the first guy. What happened? You seem like you're a little much though. You seem like you're a little.
I am,
Yeah.
but I think it's also because I feel like you guys are trying to like press us and like. You know, I just feel like sometimes if we come in with stronger opinions, it can make for better conversation.
I'm not trying to press anybody. No,
You know?
I just want to hear.
Oh, I'll press. I'll press a little bit.
I just want. I want to hear because you're so open and honest. I want to hear it all.
I think my last relationship ended because his career wasn't particularly going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. What was he doing?
He
Male
was
stripper?
trying to get into an advanced degree.
And how did you meet this guy?
Through friends.
Okay.
I wasn't like super sure, but a childhood friend of mine was like, oh yeah, like he's a really great guy, and he is a really great guy. He's really sweet, but it kind of ended up with I felt like walking a fine line between being a parent versus being a girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
that
be
was
lonely.
most recent. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it does matter about motivation of the other person. It's not like the money. Yeah, like obviously you should be able to make some good money for yourself, but if you're not motivated, you can be a hard worker and make 60K, and I'd be happy with that. But
Agreed.
you need to show that you're a hard worker. That's the biggest.
You mean like kind of like ambition?
Yeah, you need ambition, you
Passion,
need discipline.
drive,
Like you have a
drive.
vision for your future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know what you
But
want to do.
the
yeah.
amount, okay, maybe 60K, it'd be great if you could make a little more. But like if you are driven, I think that's the most important, regardless
Yeah.
of the actual
And
number.
for context, like this ex that I'm talking about has access to a trust fund too. So they weren't not without money necessarily.
That's why you didn't like him though, because he's a trust fund kid. Well, these guys, they had no drive. They were born and they won life.
I mean, it wasn't that he didn't have drive; he just didn't have follow through, which, like, you know,
That typically falls together with drive. the follow through is the
Sure.
biggest part of the
Sure.
drive.
Yeah, it's that last like 10% where you have to really
Yeah.
dig in to like get yourself over the finish line. Yeah.
Eric, can you? Did this not come through as a TTS? Roma, I'm very sorry about that. The other ones are coming through as TTS. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'll just try to treat these as TTS. I'll try to read them pronto. Roma, thank you for the $69 super chat. Appreciate it. To Blue Ash shared girl. If you're not willing to change how you are, but how you are can't land you a man, then why should a man put up with your toxic behavior? By the way, guys, just Davon Jackson. We did boost the TTS to $69. I'm wondering if the reason it's not coming up as TTS is because of the Canadian, the conversion from Canadian to USD.
It's gonna be 50?
It's like lower, so maybe that's why the TTS isn't coming through. Streamlabs is weird like that. So
Basically, send more money.
yeah, it's not a ploy. I swear, it's not a ploy. It's just the Streamlabs. It must be converting Canadian to USD, and it's not reaching the trigger for the TTS. Sorry about that, Romel. Oh, wait. I think it would be No, you did 69 USD to Canadian. So
So yeah, it would need to be more than $69.99.
Okay. Well, Eric, you put in 91 Canadian, and then that was the equivalent. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, Eric. Okay, so I want to bring it back to you here. So, you said it was ego, men's ego. Can you hide it, Eric?
Yes.
Okay.
You gonna elaborate or just gonna leave
Yeah,
I
it as
feel
yes?
like I've been elaborating.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zentian's here.
Okay.
I'll read Zenti. Divorce statistics disagree with you. Most divorces initiated are by women who earn equally or more than her man. As women feel superior to their men, they are disrespectful. Men will smash you, but you will be a leftover woman. Oh wow, Zentian's
Hell,
okay.
No.
So being
Just
told-
that
I feel like
sentence
that's
in general.
a bit naive.
Leftover woman. Ugh.
Even
But-
that comment was pretty misogynistic.
Was it?
But
I-
yes, it was.
Yes,
leftover
leftover
women, like
woman?
we're
Uh-uh.
food to be leftovers.
Yeah.
That's not.
Leftover,
about you? Like
you microwave
That's-
them. Leftovers are good.
Thank you.
They're good. Pizza.
I feel like
microwave
there might
pizza?
be other issues, such as like they're not thinking about the fact that possibly the men that are making less, and I'm not saying it's all cases, but maybe the men that are making less are treating the women in the relationship poorly because they feel threatened and they're being disrespectful. Like it's a big assumption to make that it's only the women that caused the end, when maybe the women divorced the man because the man was treating them wrong.
Definitely, yes, agreed.
I can speak
agree.
to
Well-
that.
I've had
with
to
my
leave men
marriage.
because they weren't treating me right. It wasn't because I didn't want them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, you deserve
Agreed.
respect. So
And
maybe
I think a lot of men get insecure when the woman
Oh,
is
hold on.
Devon Jackson super chatted $69.69. These women are extremely disappointing.
thanks for the
Add
donation.
you to the list.
Would you guys like to respond to Davon Jackson?
You
My
can
bad.
log
Love
off
you.
if you want. It's okay.
Oh.
Love you.
Okay.
Have a
We
great
won't miss
day.
you. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
Good vibes.
But thank you for the donation.
here, I guess this is why I think it's more so like a woman's issue. Oops. Okay.
Roma's Man Cave highlights super chatted 139 Canadian dollars and 99 cents. Here's a bigger one, but I want my questions answered aloud.
Did you answer it? Her
no,
question?
we didn't.
Oh,
get to
okay.
answer, yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, well, first of all, let me just say that I love your questions. Number one, like, literally make me talk about it. I love it. So I would say that like, I wouldn't say that I'm toxic though. Like that assumption is very, like when I am into someone, I am like straight into them. Like I will not be looking at anybody else. Like all I can think about is you.
For all 4 months?
For all 4 months. Yes, for all 4 months. And like maybe I am toxic. I have no idea. But like I'm aware of like my red flags and stuff like that. And it's honestly like a lot of the reason why I haven't, oh God, what was like even the question? Like it was like
about
a
you, because
man,
you said you
I
were
think it was this,
self-aware
right?
about
toxic
being.
behavior. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Are you self-aware of your
Then why should a man, I don't think that a man should put up with my toxic behavior. That's the whole point though, is what I was saying earlier, is that like I want to find someone that can put up like with me who I am now. I don't want anyone to have to change for me. I don't want to have to change for someone.